What's up? Me neither, I think. Gain volume. Gain volume. I don't have any sound in the game. It's my voice. Some music. I don't remember you in a way. Where are you? Give me a hint at least. Watch it. Hey Lucas, what's up, my friend? How are you doing? Is the music okay? My voice is okay as well? There's a weird sound. Okay, I may know where it comes from. Exactly. What the sound? But I'm not sure I can disable it. But yeah, I will remove it and replace a static one. Yeah, whatever. Now it's okay. Yeah, okay. I will put the static one. It's fine. Oh, okay. All right, cool. I don't have a stream deck. Whatever. So I was going to test a little bit the different passive trees, passive branches, passive skill branches for sorcerer because, yeah, I mean, they feel really different from each other, and I like it, and I hope you will like it as well. And yeah, slowly but steadily, I'm just tweaking each individual perk, so it will offer the most unique gameplay for you guys. So this one, for example, as you can see here, I'm now trying the second branch, which is more like let's say mana dominando sorcerer, so like mana master, right? So for example, this one, what it gives is damage reduction based on the mana percentage. So you get some more defenses as long as your mana percent is high, right? So the more mana you have, the more mana with respect to your total mana. So yeah, you got it. The more damage reduction, right? This is more defensive metal mage, something like this, the fantasy of the branch, right? And here you can see the final perk. Um, it says it gives some maximum mana as well. Also damage reduction based on current mana percent. But your overall damage is reduced. And also Eldritch Barrier unlocked. What is Eldritch Barrier? You may wonder. So Eldritch Barrier is a unique um, state or skill, let's say, exclusive to this branch of the sorcerer. So if you happen to to take a hit that otherwise would kill you, you will remain at 1 HP, and the rest of the overkill damage will be drawn from your mana at 5x rate. So you won't die, but your resources will be like, you know, very, very affected. But yeah, this is like kind of a trade-off. I'm very fan of trade-offs, and redemption will be very trade-off heavy to make you feel, differences and really your your decisions meaningful, right? So I was going to test this specifically. So let's see if we don't die. If we die, something is wrong, and I will need to code it again. Hepa, you see? But the mana is not reducing, so the mana is increasing, by the way. So I can just, yeah, the mana is increasing. All right, that's good. Yes. The mana is increasing because I don't know who coded this at the beginning, but negative mana or positive mana something. Yeah, yeah, it's kind of like that. I mean, I got some kind of inspiration. So yeah, but it will be exclusive for sorcerers. All right. And for this passive passive part, passive node, it won't be, available globally because I don't want all the vocations feel the same, you know, if you know what I mean. No, no, I mean it's badly coded now. I mean, as you can see, now instead of reducing the mana, it's adding mana, to the sorcerers, so it will never die. Of course, it's I must fix it, but at least the part that you don't die works. But works too well, let's say now, because you will never die if the mana keeps regenerating alone. Anyhow, fun bug to find, I guess. Okay, let me tackle this and we try again. Test, and we can close this part. I think I will leave the other feelings and so on. Of course, man. I mean, look. uh, Let's say look at the mana. Okay, I will put it here. Well, you have it here, but yeah, nevertheless. So I will cast Break of the Skies, and my mana is filled again. Because yeah, whatever. But it's fun. It's fun to play like this. And you get like full mana all the time. So nice. Right. That's not bad. That's not bad. Well, yeah, I mean, I expect many bugs or during the first testing phase, so that's why it's called. I mean, it will be the first alpha testing. So, and there you go. There you go, the Eldritch Barrier, infinite Eldritch Barrier. You're welcome. Yeah. Bye. So let me handle this really quickly. Well, me and oh wait, I have to put it on buckle. The stream is freezing. Let me connect. Let me check that. Because maybe I have it like, yeah, yeah, it's freezing a bit. Okay. Now it's okay, I think. I think so. Thanks for that, Lucas. Yeah, that is really annoying to see. So yeah, by the way, um, I wanted to talk about something as well. So, and one thing I want to talk about is the retail tibia like, attributes, item attributes, which in my opinion, they are like very lazy attributes, I would say. Very lazy system, in my opinion, because it's like, um, okay, what would you choose? A spellbook with +2 magic level or a spellbook with +4 magic level? I mean, it's like no brain decisions, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. All right. But I feel it's like this. And at the end of the day, you end up with a best in slot item for each location, which is, um, and it all comes down to this one final set or set of items, and that's it. I mean, there's no arguably there's no alternative, let's say, at the end game, right? And that's bad in my opinion, because why would you have like 20 or dozens or dozens of items in the game if you end up with one? Yeah. I mean, just code the game with with one item and and that's it. Call it a day. I mean, I don't know you guys what do you think about that, but that's just my 5 cents. And why do I say that? Because in Redemption, I plan to fully restructure all the item attributes, like the base attributes on the items, like, you know, distance fightings, speed, or, some resistances and so on. So they will also have some drawbacks, some items, some trade-offs, let's say, and will serve for um more situations, will be more situational and will be more like um, to play around your build, like how you build your player. Like you want to be more glass cannon, so you will have less HP, you will have less resistances or less damage reduction or negative even. But of course, you will deal like a ton of damage. All right, the risk you know, will be increased accordingly. Right? Not one to one, of course. You will deal more damage than you will receive, but that's the idea. All right, same as with paladins, for example. You want more attack speed, but you will have a little bit less critical damage, or you want like more bossy, um, more boss killer paladin. So you will have like, for example, less attack speed, but much more critical and much more damage, and also that kind of trade-offs, healthy trade-offs, I would say, which will allow us to have multiple best in situation items, let's say, not best in slot, all right, best in each particular case. For one player, it can be that bow A will be the best, and for other players, depending on the game style, depending on their build, will be bow B, you know, and that's what I want to see in Redemption. To be honest, what do you guys think about that? Because I'm talking too much, and you are too quiet, and I am I am scared. So I will stop talking until you say something. Meanwhile, I will fix this infinite Eldritch barrier. necessarily. I mean, the paladin build bosses, I think, in my opinion, should be like very burst damage, like 5 DPS, but not necessarily more attack speed. I think 'cause attack speed is another form of increasing damage per second as well. Yes, but you cannot have it all. I think no, because it would be too much stacking, in my opinion. If we stack attack speed, critical, direct damage, um, distance fighting as well. Eventually, maybe some magic level or spell damage or whatever would be like a beast. And what would you give up to have that much power? Damage resistance, for example. Like yeah, I would say damage resistance, speed. Yeah, maybe it's okay. And what do you give up in this case? Like writing, negative speed somewhere maybe because you are supposed to be like more static focused. There it is. Yeah, but you can heal. Well, now you can heal, but um less efficiently. I think that healing percent is reduced. Yeah, but that's too little trade-off, I think, to be honest. Round two. Let's see if mana goes down or not. Yeah, it goes down now. Okay. You kind of survive. Okay. It's nice. Okay. Mm. Yeah, exactly. So you get more burst damage, but less smooth damage over time, right? Yeah, yeah. I mean that's very good balance. To be honest. So heavy spikes of damage, but your normal damage or your common damage is like a little bit more flat, you know. I think it's okay as well. Yeah, I would review that. I will review that. Let's see. Hmm. Because for attack speed, um, yeah, I like more. You know, attack speed is more for bows, I think, than for crossbows. That's why I said at first because the executioner paladin will be like um, will be required to wear a crossbow, all right? So that will be the best single target DPS with using crossbow. Hmm. And then when you use bow, it will be like a little bit more, when you use bow, for example, it will be like as you said, it will be your overall damage is a little bit reduced, all right? But you gain flexibility in terms of attack speed, cooldown reductions. So your tempo is faster with bow, but you deal less burst damage, all right? Less critical and less damage in overall, but more speed and attack speed and cooldown reduction for spells. So you're like, you know, yeah, and that's the point as well on the second perk because I don't know if I explicitly said that somewhere, but as you can see, oh, sorry, well, we can go to the paladin maybe. Um, where is that paladin? Okay, so so this is not final, okay, but let me. So this is the bow branch, okay. Here you specialize in bow. You can see here attack speed. You can attack speed, but you reduce your critical damage. Okay, fair enough. Here on the perks 2 and 3, you can choose one of those. So yeah, maybe we can go like this, which is kind of, let's say, well, this I'm gonna change that because you don't need movement speed too much here. As I said, this will probably be like, yeah, more AoE bow. One will be more AoE and one will be more, to increase a little bit more attack speed or more sustain, like mana leech or, something like this. But this is the fantasy of the bow, right? Like you get much more attack speed, much cooldown reduction, and so on. You know, and contrary with the crossbow, because otherwise it will not feel, that much different, in my opinion. Yeah, yeah, they have at level 150, I think. I don't remember now, but we can check. Let's see. We can go Cyclopedia items. I don't know if there's ammunition here, but it should be. Oh, okay. So crystalline. I don't know if here I have. Hmm, I don't have here. Okay. Oh, I don't have the diamond arrow here. Okay, that's weird. Oh, it goes. Yeah, it's okay. Never mind. You will have blazing arrow. Yeah, yeah. It will be the fire arrow, like diamond arrow, but with fire. With this AOE, I think, as you can see here on the black squares, this kind of shape, maybe, or maybe I don't know if one more, but yeah. I mean, anyway, if you are hunting with a knight, you can have the knight, and you will hit the full box probably. It will be balanced, no worries. I mean, we can test a little bit. I have I have here diamond arrow. Tell me where to go. You will see the hits are not that broken. And I am level 360 with magic 22, which is pretty standard, maybe a little bit low even. Okay, we can go. I think I don't know if I have the way the waypoint. No, I don't have. Well, we'll have to go by foot. Oh, it's fine. A little bit of walk. Walk of walk of fame, walk of shame. I don't know which one. Not less. But I think training dummies training dummies are bad to test the damage. But yeah, because they don't trigger critical or so on. Hmm. Yeah, I'm thinking about this. I mean, I had many tickets. Like I'm playing with this friend, I'm playing with that friend. Um, I will try to figure out how to do it. Like, but on the same computer, on the same machine, you have up to two clients, but not necessarily on the same IP. If I can do that, which, yeah, maybe it's doable. I'm not sure. Have to explore that. But yeah, yeah. One, two. I mean, yeah, of course it's better. Yeah, only you're right. I will check. I still need to connect. Oh, by the way, I made this little hub here where it will be Grizzly Adams, Yasir for the creature products, this item reroll, which you can choose whatever you want. So yeah, and you can reroll whatever you want as well. Here it will be like this is not finished, not final yet, but here it will be the spire and this spire. So you can go infinite waves of monsters, either solo or with party, and you will gain like those crystals here, along with experience, of course. Killing monsters will give experience. And the main idea with the Endless Spire is to have it as a mid end game loop, let's say, but also from level 50, as you can see here, to gain those crystals, which you will be required to to modify items, rare items, like reallocate stats to ascend rarities. So to convert a rare to epic and an epic to legendary, and also stabilizing core fragments to increase the chances of upgrading your item, and also these small fragments which you can combine and create the crystals themselves. So we can explore that, but let me first go to the dummies. Not sure by the way if I have it. Do I have them here? No. Oh, I removed that from the store, I think. Okay. Oh no, yeah. Use the command trainer. Do we still have that? Maybe. I don't remember that, to be honest. Because we introduced the island, but I cannot access the island now. What was the command trainer? Okay. Okay, cool. You can see I'm not sure how much damage is like on retail, but 250 on average, I guess. 250. And I am skills 99 with attack 3 bow. Hi Luffy, what's up man? Yeah, we can do that. Not sure what to handle. Do you have any suggestions? Like Silver Sun sounds like a paladin. And great spirit potions. Nice. I removed new continent for now on the map. We'll go slightly other way, but we can go anywhere. This attack 37. Those need to be adjusted. Um, but I will simply take the values from retail, to be honest. So I don't have to to tweak that much. Ammunition. Let me share with you. I think it's here. Hmm, wait. Okay, like this. Yeah, so you can see here. So the diamond arrow is for level 150, and it has 37. And these new arrows are like this one, for example. No, sorry. This one, Terra Storm arrow, Thunderstorm, and this one, Firestorm arrow, right? This one, Shira, this one. Firestorm arrow will have 21, 21 fire damage with AoE attack as well. Like this. I don't know if, yeah, it's not displayed, but it's kind of the shape of the diamond arrow, maybe a little bit less. I'm not sure. Let me see. Let me check the diamond arrow though. Yeah, see, the diamond arrow is a little bit, and the elemental ones, I think it's like diamond shape, you know, as I showed on the temple tiles. But it was like this, right? Oh no. Okay, I have to increase that. Okay. It's one, two, three, four, five, six, seven SQMs, seven, nine, eight SQMs more. Burst arrows with the tips like this shape. To be honest, it's not bad. I mean, it's not that OP. I think, to be honest, because everything like the formulas, in general, the progression, it's coded with diminishing returns. I don't know what's happening here. With diminishing returns, what does that mean? That contrary to the 7.4 scaling, which was mainly two times level plus three times magic level, so scaling linearly with level magic level. Here it will scale sublinearly, which will mean that on every level you advance, it will give you slightly less return in damage. So you will never get to 10k UEs or whatever damage, crazy damage you see on 7.4s, which at the end makes the game unsustainable long term. So, and that's the only way to go, guys, to make it diminishing returns all the way. That does not mean um, you will not get more damage or so. So that's not true. You will feel you will feel that the difference on every level and every distance fighting and every magic level. It's just that it will not scale exponentially, let's say, right, as with the 7.4 version. Let me grab. Let's go to one place. We'll see. I mean, everything will be calculated, Lucas. No worries. I mean, if we see that a paladin is pulling like significantly more experience than a sorcerer, on any game using those arrows, that probably means that something is slightly off, you know. But yeah, I mean, if both vocations are pulling more or less the same experience, but you know, um, yeah. So some vocation is using more supplies, some vocation, you know, it all depends a little bit because those arrows won't be free as well. So they will cost like ton of money, I think. I mean, diamond arrows cost 130 gold, for example, right? So that's like a lot for one arrow. And I think the other ones will be like more or less the same, 75 gold. So that's not completely true because they have like yeah they have like their auto attacks will be elemental. Their auto attacks will be elemental, but their main spells, which is where the most damage will come from, will be holy or physical, holy and or physical, and some runes as well. Yeah, it's different, I think. But knights are arguably the vocation, the more versatile vocation, I think. To be honest, I mean, they can handle pretty much of different spawns. You know, yeah, with attack speed build, but don't forget that they will have reduced damage overall. So everything is like kinda balanced. I mean, we can just test it like for 10 minutes. Let me go to the place that I wanted to go. We can test 10 minutes with a paladin with full passive skills, and 10 minutes with sorcerer with full passive skills on the same place, which more or less they will be like similarly um, efficient. Let's say. Mm, Exetam rest will be added, yes, but I'm not sure. Like, I think I will continue to use like the original intended spell, which was searching, for the ranged monsters on the screen, because now they made like some weird spell, like very very huge AOE. but sometimes you don't get some of the ranged monsters, which is bad. So yeah. So remember, remind me here. Should we use avalanches here, right? I think it's avalanches, which I have now. Yeah. I will use the diamond arrows here, so it's fine. Okay, Soricon, or like sorry, Sun will be slightly better, but I will use Soricon. Let's see. I have the skills like not very upgraded, but it doesn't matter much now. It's like um these ones, Hellspawn, Grim Reapers, and so on. I think it's fine, like with avalanches. It's like a mixture of monsters. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I will have to use here like maybe the ice arrows probably. But here also, like I'm not sure if I should use should we use the bow? I don't have points now. The fuck. Should we use the bow branch, or like this is a more versatile branch, which more life leech, more bleeding. I don't think they will be weak to be honest, but I will check that, especially with the branches on the passive skill trees. Well, I still have to think about the third branch on the knights. So maybe we can use the third branch to add some elemental damage there, which is not bad. Maybe I will think about that. I will think about that. Like um, dedicate the full branch. Yeah, sure. Dedicate the full branch to elemental knight. So kind of elemental crowd control knight. I would say something like this. Let me show. Which, by the way, are not final. Okay, branches, but well, that's a nice outfit, by the way. So those are two branches. Like, of course, one is focused on two hand weapons. So like more berserk knight. All right, physical damage increases, but you take more damage. Here, life leech, you increase your life leech while using two hand weapons, or you deal more damage to enemies below 50% HP, and yeah, you stack some attack speed as well. Here, Colossus Strength, I mean, those are not final notes, all right? Just to be clear. So welding a two-handed weapon gain some physical damage per adjacent hostile monster. So the more monsters you have around, the more damage you deal. But you also take more increased damage. And the final one is gain more physical damage, gain life leech, and when above 80% HP, you deal more damage, and when below 40% HP, you take more damage. So yeah, this is kind of what I have now. But again, it's not final, but this is the fantasy. Like, of course, this is Berserk branch, right? So 200 in overall, you deal more damage, but you take more damage. So yeah, easy peasy to follow, right? And the other branch is like the shield wall, which is a knight that sustains through more HP pool and through more damage resistances, but it deals a little bit less damage. Okay, that's kind of the duality on the knight fantasies, I guess. So we have room for another branch here, which can be more, flexible branch. I don't know, add some elements, especially on the nodes two and three, let's say. So we can go, I don't know, element X or element Y. You specialize in one or whatever. So you can respec those passive points anywhere, anytime you want, like paying some gold or some whatever. So it's not like fixed is decision, okay? So yeah, you can play around. So or I don't know, just try different builds, different passives, different branches. Yeah. Let me put the music back again. Let me try to download. I will reproduce the music in Bubble. So what do you think, Lucas? Or if there's anyone else in the chat? No, not sure. I mean, the fantasy for knights, I mean, is pretty clear to me. At least, I don't know. It's like you go full berserk mode, or you go more tanky. Yeah, the third branch should be very different than the other ones. So maybe, I mean, yeah, I think elemental damage there will certainly make that difference. But what kind of element, like, because you cannot choose the element. I mean, you can go element A or element B, but what are those elements, right? I'm not sure. Should it be earth? Should it be energy? Should it be death? Holy? It's hard to tell. Ice Knight and Fire Knight. Hmm. I will think about that. Maybe we can find something interesting. I mean, there are weapons with elemental damage, right? If I'm not wrong, for the game, like fire sword or whatever weapons, which I'm not sure if they. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. When I read infinity in something in some, it causes me, a red flag, to be honest. Not infinitely, but yeah, some stacking, of course. Everything needs to be guarded, let's say. Exactly. Yeah, to be honest, in bosses, some of the passive skills should not work in bosses, to be honest. Because if not, it will happen like this. And that's why precisely you need to have some trade-offs. So if you are too tanking, you should not be dealing more damage as well. Because if not, you can tank everything and kill everything at the same time. It's like, but if you can tank the boss, but you cannot kill it, so then it's pretty much, I would say, like this is okay, very, very, um, you have to take it like very carefully. Okay? I think paladins have some damage over time, like bleeding. Let me check that. But yeah, as for knights, I mean, let me double check because I need to revisit the knight's passive skill tree, especially on the third branch, of course. I don't think I added any damage over time because on the third branch of the paladin. You see, attacks have some percent chance to apply bleed. Okay, but your overall damage is reduced, for example. Okay, it's like you deal more sustained damage, but you deal less burst damage. Let's say. Okay, it's kind of fantasy. But you can choose one branch only. I mean, you can choose to be extremely efficient at killing bosses, so executioner, or more efficient at killing, groups of monsters with AoEs, or but not at the same time, which is the beautiful thing. And to respec, you will need some gold, so it will be somewhat expensive, I would say. I don't know. I mean, I think it will scale with player level at least. So and some cooldown probably to not be respecing like every 2 minutes, let's say. I don't know, at least some hours of cooldown, I guess. I don't know. I have to check that. Easy to tweak though, but yeah, of course. Shall we try something? Let's see. Think this is this. Xiaomasan. Look, shift three, shift one. Xiaomasan maybe. Okay. Yeah, you need to be careful with respecting. Yeah. So let's try. Which one should we try? The fast the fast ranger or the vampiric like bleed damage over time, bleed life leech damage over time, or the fast AoE paladin at your decision. Hmm. Yeah, well, I mean, depends. I would have to take too many things in consideration, to be honest. I don't have points. Mm. Do you think players will switch between the branched nodes only? Like, I think when you respect, you will be respecting the full branch, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know. I prefer to have only one reset button, to be honest. I mean, it's more easy to maintain over time, to be honest. Because if not, I mean, you can choose you can choose one perk here, one perk there, in not connected between them. It gets messy quickly. Do you mean different promotion? It's kind of what we have now, to be honest. The final perk is like very very defining, to be honest. It's like while using crossbow, critical hits deal more damage, and you deal more damage per level. The movement speed is reduced, and healing received is reduced. By the way, you cannot see it because the logo is blocking you, but you can see it. I don't know. Maybe you cannot see it, but while using a crossbow, critical hits deal plus 1% increased damage per level, and this can be increased to level 20, so 20% critical hit damage, also 10% damage straight away, but your movement speed is reduced by some percent, and your healing received is reduced by some percent as well. So kind of the fantasy